Welcome to the VC3 News Update. I am Shanette Hackshaw with the top local news stories for today. The final sitting of the House of Assembly at the 200-year-old building in Kingstown took place earlier today. Following this, Parliament will convene at the new temporary headquarters in Kalyaquwa, built at a cost of over $4 million. This temporary headquarters will then be converted into a students' hostel upon completion of the new Parliament building and Hall of Justice in Beechmont. Historically sensitive restorative work will begin on the Parliament building and the courthouse in Kingstown, whilst construction on the new Parliament and Hall of Justice at Beechmont is expected to commence later this year. Approximately $4.5 million will be spent on advancing relocation, restoration, design and construction related to the new Parliament building and the courts complex. The Human Development Service Delivery under the Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning, in conjunction with the National Qualifications Department and the Ministry of Education, will host a mini exhibition and recruitment drive for the Youth and Adults Training for Employment YATE program tomorrow at Heritage Square. The expo will provide an opportunity for graduates to showcase their work, underscoring the importance of technical and vocational training as an opportunity for economic empowerment and inclusion. Recruitment of participants for the upcoming classes will be done. Also, students from the current cohort will be demonstrating what they have learned in training. The Ministry of Transport, Works, Lands and Physical Planning, through the Natural Disaster Management Project Implementation and Management Unit, is undertaking a number of projects island-wide. The project team will be hosting a series of community meetings to inform residents about the projects. On Tuesday, residents, property owners, farmers and other stakeholders in Dixon and Perseverance attended a meeting at the Dixon Methodist School to discuss the Dixon Bridge and Perseverance Road projects. Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Transport and Works, the Honorable Montgomery Daniel, in his remarks, said he is very happy about the project and the Perseverance Valley is finally being restored to what it used to be, as the bridges and culverts that were there before can no longer take the amount of water coming downstream, as seen in the effects of the weather events in 2013 and 2016.
So we are having tremendous problems. After 2016, and of that great flood, I went to the Ministry of Transport and Works almost day after day to have these problems sorted. We almost were ready in around 2021, 2022, but of course you know what transpired then. It was COVID, and it was the volcanic eruptions. And thank God that all of the processes, which is quite a lengthy one, has been completed. And we are now at the point where construction will begin.
He explained to the residents that major projects such as that would take time because of what it involves.
And you're lucky if such projects are done under 3 years. You're lucky. But let's take, for instance, in 2014, I had a consultation like this for Sandy Bay, dealing with the Sandy Bay Defense Project in 2014. It is 2023 now, and it is now we are about to get that project on the way.
Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, who also spoke at the consultation, said it has been 9.5 years since the Christmas Eve event which destroyed the area. He added to his colleague's statement that the process to have such a project done takes a long time, by giving a detailed explanation as to how the process with the Caribbean Development Bank works.
The Caribbean Development Bank has to give a no objection also. So the actual process takes a very long time. from the negotiation of the money right to the point when you reach to the contractor, because of all the studies you have to do before. Because you can't do the designs. You see, you can't build these bridges and these roads like how me and you go knock up a hall and chamber boathouse on a weekend with a woman cooking some baleen or some pillow, and the man buy a bottle of Sunset Strong, and you can labor on, and we do it over 2 weekends or 3 weekends and done the thing. No, it ain't happen like that.
Prime Minister Gonsalves said that Dixon Bridge has an expected completion date of 12 months and work is scheduled to begin between the end of July and the beginning of August. While the project is going on, the roads at Perseverance will also be under construction. After the roads are built, then the bridges will be constructed, which also have an estimated completion time of 12 months. Officials from the Ministry of Transport, Works, Lands and Physical Planning through the Natural Disaster Management Project Implementation and Management Unit also gave presentations and answered questions posed by those in attendance. And finally, on the local scene, local radio stations are asked to be aware of their role in pushing Vincentian music. This plea came from Lennox Bowman, who was a guest on VC3's Round the Table Talk last evening. Mr. Bowman said, while local artists oftentimes don't make money out of their production, hearing the song played gives them a sense of encouragement and pride.
And I always say to them, the same way you go passionately at the Jamaicans or the Trinidadians or wherever, spare some time for what we are trying to do in St. Vincent as Vincentians. In years gone by, we used to listen to all the other kind of music too, but we used to hear a lot more Vincentian music. So when we go out, we can be proud when we hear them. I shouldn't be in a fit in New York or wherever I am, and everybody jumping up to all the music. And when Vincentian music comes along, when we know which one is good music, it feels like this is time for a drinks break. And it's not that our songs are in no way, our songs are most times are superior songs to some of the things we hear.
He said local businesses can also lend their support to some of the musicians we have in the country, noting that every other country is now developing an export strategy for culture, and this is one of the activities for culture, so we need to promote it.
It takes a collective appreciation for understanding our product and our Vincentian. Listen, our music, there was a time when you hear our music, you know that's our music, you know. Yep. Exodus had a sound, Black Sand, Asterix, New Direction, Touch. Touch has done an amazing job in terms of creating a kind of sound for St. Vincent. And it is a struggle to even keep that sound going.
Mr. Bowman was joined in the special edition of Round the Table Talk by Dr. Wilfred Lane and Bert Walker. They were discussing Vincentian music. Those are our local news stories. When we return on Channel 114, we'll have regional and international news to be followed by the VC3 Sports Updates.